few very, very light snow flurries just to the north of the city, well out of the area. We've got clearing skies, so we're going to have beautiful sunshine. The storm is now well to the north of us, up to the north and the east of us. Great skiing, by the way. I know a lot of folks like to make skiing plans with the holidays coming up, but Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine really had some nice snow with this. In any event, the storm is continuing to exit our area. It's leaving behind these strong gusty winds, and again, I'll get into that coming up in my next 10. That's just like 5-10 minutes away. 45 degrees today, 49 degrees tomorrow. Beautiful sunny skies. We're in a dry weather pattern over the next several days, and afternoon highs pretty close to normal for this time of year. Today, 45, near 50 tomorrow. By Saturday and Sunday, low to mid-40s, and on Monday, it's still a little cool out there. 43 degrees. We're giving away a bunch of great prizes here at Pix 11. Also included in those great prizes is a $100 gift card, and this is from the Joe Fields. A lot going on with the heavy rain that we've seen. We've had widespread flooding out there, so here's the very latest for you. Northbound Bronx River Parkway closed, and this is between Oak Street and Bronx River Road. This is all due to the flooding I was telling you about. Southbound Hutchinson River Parkway closed as well. This is between the Cross County Parkway and East Lincoln Avenue. This is due to an accident, but you can certainly be assured the weather played into this as well. Tappan Zee Bridge, speed restrictions. This is due to the strong gusty winds we have out there. Speed restrictions down to 45 miles per hour. Also, the southbound Sawmill River Parkway is closed between Lawrence Street and Cliff Street. This is again due to the flooding. Northbound is closed between Marble Avenue and Bedford Road. This is also due to the flooding. Might be a good idea to take mass transit today with all these roads closed across the area. Southbound FDR closed as well. This is between the Harlem River Drive and the RFK Bridge due to flooding. This is certainly wreaking a lot of havoc on the roadways. Eastbound LIE ramp to southbound Cross Island Parkway. This is also closed due to flooding. Alternate side suspended due to religious observances, and this is Immaculate Conception, in case you're wondering. Meter rules still in effect. Tamsin.
Linda, give me a hard time. It was a loud party. How's that?
I bet it was. I can't wait to see the pictures. Here's what's going on with the weather. I want to run it down. The rain, the snow, they are out of here. I'm going to run down in detail, coming up for you in around 5-7 minutes, how much rain and how much snow we saw. The big problem we have out there right now, strong gusty.
Incredibly gusty. As a matter of fact, there's a wind advisory in effect. Sustained winds 25 to 35 miles per hour. Wind gusts up around 55 miles per hour. So crazy windy out there, and certainly that is impacting the chill in the air. The forecast then for the rest of the day today, you've got a ton of sunshine. Afternoon high temperatures just around 45 degrees today. Towards your evening hours, temperatures dropping back down to around 42. Coming up in a few more minutes, I'll talk more on that rain and the snow. All right, let's head to the roadways for you, and I'll show you what's going on with the roads. Northbound Connecticut Turnpike, we have an accident, and this is between Surf Avenue and Honey Spot Avenue. It's blocking 2 lanes at this point, so we have some issues there. Tractor trailer, we have a problem with a tractor trailer accident at an embankment at this point, so there's some issues out there as well with that. Let's head over to I-287. It is closed in both directions at round 18. This is due to the flooding. We've got a lot of these roads closed because of flooding. Southbound New York State Roadway as well. This is pretty tough. It's closed at the Sawmill River Parkway. This is due to flooding, and at this point, alternate side has been suspended for religious observances, but the meter rules still apply. All right, okay, let it snow is not necessarily what I wanted to say. Especially since we don't have a fire that's so delightful here in the studio. Dean Martin, thank you very much. But yeah, that was nice in theory. When you think of the beautiful, and I brought it up from the south originally, so it's this beautiful idea, this romantic vision of snow, but we got the rain. Got it. Okay, let someone have to drive in it. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy looking at it outside the window. We do have some snow, very, very light snow amounts north and west of the city. I'm going to hit that in just 1 minute. First, this is the big change, and the air temperature is quite a bit cooler. The problem is, on top of these air temperatures, we have some strong gusty winds out there, incredibly gusty. I'm going to run that down in detail for you. So, problems with the air temperature is the biggest issue you have early on. 35 Parsippany, Jackson's at 37, Tenafly this morning, also 37 degrees. In and around the 5 boroughs, not as bad as it is in the suburbs. Queens, 39. If you're headed to the major regional airports with the strong gusty winds that we have across the area, certainly it'll be slow going. A lot of times what they have to do is they have to bring things down to one runway when you have these gusty winds coming in from the northwest. The Bronx at 40 degrees, Manhattan's at 39, Staten Island this morning, 37 degrees. Upstate just a little bit, mid to upper 30s this morning. East of the city, Danbury, you're at 36, Farmingdale, 38. None of this sounds too bad, but wait till I show you the wind chills. 39, East Hampton, 39 as well, West Hampton. This is where we have this really big pocket of strong gusty winds from the city southward, especially along the Jersey Shore. Belmar's at 20 miles per hour. Islip also up to 20 miles per hour. West Hampton, 24 mile per hour sustained wind at this point. Newburgh gets gusty. Andover's not quite as bad, but just so you know, incredibly strong sustained wind out there. Wind chills this morning, or how cold it actually feels, quite a bit cooler. Mid-20s to right around the freezing mark in the city. We're at 31. That's how cool it feels right now. 27 in Belmar, 28 for Islip, 28 West Hampton. So when you take a step outside today, yesterday it was in the 40s and 50s at this point in the morning. In the afternoon it was in the 40s, and you're waking up to what will feel about 20 degrees cooler. So just so you know, big changes as soon as you take a a step outside. We've got clearing skies. That's the snow, and it did end rapidly across the area. Front came through. Storm is well to the north of us, so the storm is not causing a problem at all. It's flying out of here. The problem is you have strong high pressure building in right now, and the pressure change, also called the pressure gradient, between these two systems is just flying these strong northwest winds right down on top of us, especially this morning. As the high continues to move to the east, the wind continues to calm down, so it'll calm down as the day progresses. Snowfall amount, since you guys are playing some Dean Martin, about a ½ inch of snow generally north of the city, up to around 1, and we did see up to 4 inches in the Poconos, so as soon as you got to those higher elevations, you did get a little bit more. It's beautiful the next 5 days. It's just a little chilly. 45 today, up to almost 50 tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, low to mid-40s, Monday 43 degrees. Not too bad. Lots to tell you about in the traffic. We have problems with the wind, we have problems with the rain, but what I want to start off with first are your Hudson River crossings. First, the George Washington Bridge. No delays in or out of the city at this point. The Lincoln and the Holland tunnels also looking clear, so if you're headed out early, you don't have any problems getting over the Hudson. Tappan Zee Bridge is a different story. They do have some speed restrictions. They put this on due to the strong gusty winds. I was showing you the winds just a few minutes ago, so with those winds, you have to slow down, especially over the bridges. Now, due to the flooding, we have an issue on the Sawmill River Parkway. It's closed between Lawrence Street and Cliff Street, all due to the flooding. More flooding issues. Northbound is closed between Marble Avenue, this is the Sawmill still, between Bedford as well. Marble Avenue and Bedford Road, still due to the flooding. Now let's head over to the FDR, which always has problems when it rains heavy like this. Southbound FDR closed between Harlem River Drive and the RFK Bridge, and of course this is all due to that heavy rain. The Gowanus, let's take a look and see what's going on out in Brooklyn. Gowanus this morning at 38th Street. Wow, it looks pretty nice. Traffic moving, no delays there, and always a good idea to take transit. When you have this type of widespread flooding across the area, transit's always the way to go, and at this point, transit's running on or close to schedule. Alternate side is suspended for religious observance, and by the way, the religious observance is Immaculate Conception, and the meter rules are still in effect. Francis.
Right, Linda. Ready for that cold wind to like kind of smack you in the face.
Yeah, no, a lot of people were talking about hearing it last night. Somebody was telling me about out on Long Island, gutters coming down, everything. So it's pretty tough out there. Some incredibly strong gusty winds, widespread problems on the roadways with flood.
We're going to talk about that more in traffic. First, let's get you started with some of these unbelievable rainfall amounts. And we did these in New Jersey. That's all we're getting in early this morning. It takes a while for the National Weather Service. Have a cup of coffee and write down all the amounts. But right now we have New Jersey. Trenton's at about 3 inches of rain. This is absolutely incredible. Dean's is at about ½ inches. Stockton this morning about 2 1/4 inches. In Central Park we had 1.68 inches of rain. So amazing rainfall amounts, and that's why we have so much widespread flooding across the area. Early on, we are in the 30s. This is the dramatic change. Yesterday at this point we were in the 50s and even the 60s. It was so mild out there. Early this morning the temperatures have dropped 20, 25, almost 30 degrees, and you have to throw the wind chills on top of that as well. The actual air temperatures, 34 Andover, Somerville's at 37, same thing Belmar, 38 degrees for Islip. Wind speeds, and this is a look at the sustained wind speed. Our wind gusts up around 40, 45 miles per hour in some locations. The sustained wind in Islip, and you can see Long Island really getting hit hard this morning, 20 miles per hour, 24 miles per hour in West Hampton. Belmar is at 18. Newburgh this morning, still breezy there as well, 17. And in the city at 13 miles per hour. Your wind chills are how cold it actually feels. And this is the big change from the past couple of days, down in the 20s. So you need, if you haven't grabbed that winter coat yet, I hope you haven't hidden it in the back of the closet. You're going to need it this morning. In the 20s is how cold it feels. Belmar's at 27. Islip this morning, 28. And in the city, we are in the low 30s. Radar is now officially dry, so no more rain falling across the area, no more snow falling. Our storm is out of here. That was it at around 2:45 in the morning, still out on Long Island. But look at it now, up around the Boston area, continuing to just fly out of here quickly. Problem is strong high pressure is building in, and the change in pressure from this low to this high is just funneling all these strong gusty winds down on top of us, and that's keeping us cool throughout the day. Beautiful sunny skies next several days. Problem is it's just a little bit cool, back to normal for this time of year. 45 today, 49 tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, low to mid-40s. Beautiful out there, though. At least it's sunny, and the wind will die down later on this afternoon into tomorrow. Now, the roadways, we've got a lot of problems with flooding. First off, I want to start with the New Jersey Turnpike. This is right at the airport. Car and truck lanes, no problems at all. Keep in mind, though, with these incredibly strong gusty winds, it can slow things down at the major regional airports. They don't get to use all of their runways. It makes for a lot of delays. Certainly call your air carrier if you are headed to a major regional airports. Now for some flooding issues. New York State Thruway, it's closed in both directions at this point.
point. This is a tough one. This is at the Sawmill River Parkway, so some issues there, all due to the flooding. Let's take a look at the Verrazano Bridge, both directions, both decks, all clear early this morning. Now let's head over to a map of Route 9. This is northbound. This is continuing our flooding issues. There's flooding at Route 440 at the off-ramp, so you're going to run into some slow going there. Alternate side has been suspended for religious observances at this point, and by the way, it is the Immaculate Conception, if you're wondering what the religious observance is. Meter rules are still in effect. We have a great chance for you to win some really great prizes, and who doesn't like straight up cash? We have a $100 Joe Fresh gift card, and that's